I'm using a virtual background. That's why it looks weird. Why it's doing weird stuff. Okay.
I was on mute. I was saying it looks a lot better than mine.
Oh, let me tell you the bad part. The virtual background, this is exactly what's behind me. But let me change it and you can see the, choose a virtual background. None. It's dark. See, it's dark.
Yeah.
You can see the green screen, but it's dark behind me. The picture is actually better. I can roll that thing out of the way. It really doesn't. Yeah. It really doesn't. But I took a picture. The picture is better than the actual live what's behind me, and it's the exact same thing. I'm in my office.
Smart idea.
Yeah. It kind of works. I'll put the virtual back on. Nope, I stopped the video. I didn't mean to do that. I'll get it here in a minute. Okay, and put the video back. Start video. Okay, there we go. See, but it does funny stuff to your hair.
Yeah, it happens to me too.
Yeah, well, I don't know why. My hair is being funny anyway. Okay. Hi, everybody. Everybody on mute up there, I see.
Hello.
Hello, how are you all today? This is going to be weird because I've never taught a class on Zoom. I've done Zoom or, review sessions and stuff, but I think if I tied my hair back, it'd probably be better. But I've never actually done a class, so we're going to see how this goes today. But to get started, our Cengage rep is here, and she is going to show you how to get logged on and registered in Mindtap. So how do I turn it over to you?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and share my screen if that's okay, and I can kind of walk through the steps.
Absolutely. And then it'll be in the, we are recording, so it'll be in that. If anybody misses it, they'll catch
perfect.
it.
Perfect. So, yeah, just to introduce myself, I'm Raven. I work for Cengage, and Cengage is a company that makes your textbook and your online homework system called Mindtap. So I want to show you just how to log into Mindtap through Blackboard. It can be a little bit confusing, so I made a guide that has these screenshots on it that'll kind of walk you exactly through the steps. And so your instructor has this guide. She'll share it with you. But if you want to go through the steps with me, feel free. One important thing to note is that you will be logging into Mindtap through Blackboard. So the first step is just going to Blackboard, signing in, and finding your course there. I know that maybe for some other classes, if you've used Mindtap before, you might have logged in at our website or using a course key. You won't do that. You don't need a course key. You just need to go to Blackboard. And then in Blackboard, what we want to do is get to one of the Mindtap assignment links. So not everything in Blackboard is a Mindtap link. There's certain reading or assignment links that would work for this. So I'm going to point you to the chapter 1 reading. I'm going to show you how to get there. Now, I don't have a Blackboard account in this class, so these are just screenshots, but you should be able to follow along with them pretty closely. So when you sign into Blackboard, you want to click on this lessons unit area on the left. So it's one of these content area links. And then in lesson units, you're going to see a page that looks like this. You want to click on the link that says Unit A, Exam 1, Chapters 1, 3, 4, and 16. So that's when you click on this, it's going to open up a new area. The new area will look like this. And from here, what you want to click on is the Chapter 1 overview. So we're just continuing to drill down to get to that Chapter 1 reading. After that, you're going to be taken to this page that has the Chapter 1 overview material. And this link, the Chapter 1 Overview of Financial Management ebook, this link is the one you want to click on to open Mindtap. This is going to start the login process for you. And one thing to note is you do have to allow pop-ups in order for that new window to open that has Mindtap in it. So if you click on this link and nothing happens, or if you click on this link and you get an error about a pop-up blocker, be sure to allow pop-ups on your internet browser. We definitely recommend using Firefox or Chrome as the best browsers. So try those and make sure you're allowing pop-ups. I'll stop there before I move forward. Does anyone have any questions? Okay, if you do, feel free to put them in the chat and I will take a peek at that when I get done. But basically, just to review, you're going to sign into Blackboard, go into lesson units, and drill down to that chapter 1 reading. So Unit A, Exam 1, Chapter 1 overview, and then Chapter 1, the ebook link. So when you click on that, it's going to start the Mindtap login process, and you may see a couple of different things depending on whether you've used one of our products in Blackboard before. Most people will probably see a little pop-up window that looks like this that says Cengage, and it's going to ask you to sign in with your Cengage account or create a Cengage account. So if you have a Cengage account already, you can go ahead and sign in. If not, you're going to hit this Create Account button at the bottom. And let me zoom in a little bit so you can see that better. Create Account. If you do that, it's going to ask you to put in your information, like a first name, last name, and basically set up your account with Cengage. And then it's going to send you a verification email. So another important note, be sure to use a real email address. We've had a couple of students just kind of use a burner email account, a fake email, and you do have to verify your account before you can move forward. So use a real email address, and after you sign up, you should be able to check your email. You'll see this screen in the email message that says activate Cengage account. You zoom in on that. And so you click on that and your Cengage account is set up. So you can go back to that ebook link and click on it. And at that time, you'll see this tile, welcome to your course. And it'll say that payment is required. So I want to pause and go through some of the payment options as well. When you sign into Mindtap, you'll be shown a purchasing screen that looks a little bit like this, and it's going to give you a couple of purchasing options. For this class, you can purchase just Mindtap access by itself. That's going to give you access to this Mindtap course and to your ebook for this class. So that's kind of what would show up here on the left-hand column. You'll also see Cengage Unlimited as an option. So if you're not familiar with Cengage Unlimited, that is our subscription option. You can purchase 4-month access for $119.99, and that gives you digital access to everything from Cengage. So all of our homework platforms, all of our ebooks. If you're taking other classes that use Cengage, that might be the best option for you because it's kind of a one-stop shop. With that subscription, you get anything from us. But you'll see here what it's got highlighted are the free trial buttons. So everyone can move forward with this free trial on the left. You want to pick the one on the left because it doesn't require a credit card. Unlimited does. So pick this trial on the left and you can go ahead and start using everything. There's a 2-week free trial period for Mindtap. That way you won't fall behind on your homework while you're deciding what to purchase. And then there's some more information on this handout, and this is in your Blackboard course. But basically, at the end of that 2-week free trial, you just have to enter an access code if you bought one at the bookstore, or go ahead and purchase access here as you log in. But that's it. That's the login process. So I'm going to stop sharing now. And if anyone wants to ask questions, go ahead. I think I saw one come through in the chat.
Yeah, I see one chat.
Yeah, so good question in the chat. Is there a course key I can enter in because I've already paid for the 4-month thing? So if you already have Cengage Unlimited, you don't need a course key. All you need to do is click on that link in Blackboard and sign in with your Cengage account. So like if you purchase Cengage Unlimited and you already set up your Cengage account, then you have an email address and a password for Cengage. So when you click on that ebook link in Blackboard, just sign in with that same email address and password, and it'll know that you have access. Hopefully that answered the question. And feel free, I'm going to put my email address in the chat as well. So if that did not answer your question, you can email me and I'll be happy to take a look at your account.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. Any other questions before I go?
Did that take care of it, everybody?
Okay.
You can see I took away the virtual background. So it's just dark. I mean, I don't know why that was working funny this time. I've used it a bunch of times and it just, wasn't, whatever. This is my actual office.
That looks fine too. It makes your face stand out more. It might be better for lecture.
Yeah,
I won't take up.
Yeah, I don't know why I was doing funny stuff, but it was. Anyway, thank you so much for getting that for us, and it'll be recorded, so it'll be available for everybody if you missed it.
Perfect. And I did share some office hours with you. So students, if you have more questions, feel free to hop on one of our virtual registration stations later this week, and I'll be happy to help you out.
Thank you, lady.
Bye.
See you. Bye. Okay. Let me tell y'all what happened. If you just do it normally, that link that was in the syllabus works. But if you sync it with Blackboard, then it doesn't work. That's what caused the problem. And we only started doing that syncing thing this fall. So it kind of got confused. So I apologize for the confusion. I was on with her today so she could, explain exactly how to do it. Okay. Finance 331, core class. We will meet every Monday and Wednesday at 4:30 right here. They are recorded. If you need to reach me, let me pull up the syllabus. Let me share my screen and pull up. Come on. Only participants can share one at a time. I want to share my screen. Give me a choice here. That's not it. That's not it. Well, I don't see the one I want. Hang on. Let me go find the one I want. I don't want that. I want that. That's what I want right there. Okay, let's talk about the syllabus. 4:30, Monday and Wednesday. I'm also teaching it at 6 o'clock on Thursday. Both of them are going to be recorded, but they are two separate classes. Anytime you need to reach me, email is always the best choice. I'm a night owl, so I answer email really late at night. Not so much early in the morning, but late at night. You can read the course objectives here. Let me say this. Finance 331 is exactly the same everywhere at Ole Miss. Exactly the same chapters, exactly the same objectives, same textbook, same Mindtap, as a matter of fact. So because it has to be, because for our accreditation standards, because it's a core class, so it has to be consistent across, everywhere. Well, yeah, Mindtap, please see the last page. She just explained to you how to do that. You are going to need a financial calculator. And unfortunately, I don't have one right in front of me to show you because it's not right here. You really 4:16 and then chapter 5. My internet connection is unstable. Oh, Lord. What do you expect from Comcast? I highly recommend the Texas Instruments Business Analyst 2 Plus. It's about $30 at Walmart, Target, Amazon, whatever. It does everything you're going to need. Absolutely everything. And it will make life a lot easier. There's video tutorials on how to use it. I'll be using it for examples. Okay. I'm going to lecture from the chapters. I'm going to work some problems from the end of the chapter. Let's see, their traditional lecture, they're going to be, whoops, zips along too fast there. Going to be on Zoom. They are recorded and I will post them. Because I taught this class online in the fall, same book, there are recorded lectures already, but they're only lectures. We didn't work any problems. It's strictly lecture. They're out there as well, and they are closed captioned. They match exactly what I'm going to cover in class. So you can watch the Zoom or you can watch the recorded lecture, whichever. The PDF of the PowerPoint file is out there as well. We will be working problems in class, however, on the Zoom thing. Now, Mindtap, you got to have it. The assignments, they are the end of chapter problems, but they're algorithmic. So the numbers change each time you try it. And look at this line right here. They are due at 8 o'clock on the day following the Thursday class's exam. So if you have an exam on Wednesday, then your Mindtap assignments on that set of chapters is due by 8 o'clock Friday morning. Why 8 a.m.? Because Cengage said that so many people picked 11:59 p.m. that it was crashing the server. So please pick another time. So I did. You will notice there are assignments that are both, this zips along too fast here. They're both graded and practice. Each chapter's problem set is 100 points. That's 1,000. There's other sets out there that are 845. So total points, 1845. Okay, let's see what else I need to tell you. End of chapter problems. The answers are posted, not the solutions. That's a department policy. We don't post the solutions. I will go over some of them in class. You'll have it recorded here. There are a bunch of video tutorials out there, and I'll show you where those are in a minute. There is a discussion thread. If you want to ask any question about anything, feel free to use it. I'm sure you all, the statements of academic integrity, copyright, all of that are pretty well boilerplate for all of our syllabuses. To validate attendance, I did check who was here today. You need to take the syllabus quiz. This will serve as your verification of attendance. I will try to take attendance every time. The reason is for financial aid, because if one of you decides to withdraw from the class, financial aid will ask me last date attended, and I'm supposed to know. So I will try to take attendance. And since there's 13 in the class, I can look at participants and see who's here and who's not. If anybody needs an accommodation, any type of disability accommodation, you need to get that into the office so that I will get the notice about it. Because this is recorded and posted, it's probably going to be test time, and I can take care of that. Technical problems. You have a problem with Blackboard, help desk. If you have a problem with Mindtap, well, you can let me know, but I'm going to let Ramon know, so you might as well, either one of us, let us know. The help desk is not prepared to help with Mindtap. Instructor feedback. I typically answer in 24 hours. In fact, I answer almost right away, because if I see it pop up, I will answer. Grading, this zips right along. I'm on a Surface Pro, and this zips a little quicker than I like. I would like to be on my big computer with the double screens downstairs, but my dogs are downstairs in the same room. And if they see a squirrel out the window, it will wipe out all audio. So I'm upstairs in my office. Okay, we're going to have 4 mid-semester exams, a comprehensive final. Your grade will be based on the best 4 out of those 5. Now, here's what that means. If you're happy with your grade after 4 exams, you can skip the final. I don't give makeups, so if you miss a test, you take the final. Easy enough. They're obviously closed book, closed notes. You'll have a formula sheet. You can use your financial calculator. Here's how it breaks down right here. Sorry about that. Each exam is worth 20%. Mindtap is worth 20%. All the tests are in Blackboard. They are online. You'll have 3 hours. I've made them from 4 to 10 p.m. so you can fit it in your time. There'll be questions and problems. They're graded in your Blackboard, so you'll know your grade. Obviously, it's not open book. They are proctored by Proctorio. Again, this is a university requirement. Online tests have to be proctored. So you need to be sure, if you haven't used Proctorio before, you need to be sure that you can, that your computer is set to do it. You need a webcam. You've got to use Chrome. You've got to install the Proctorio extension in Chrome. Now, I've put a Proctorio test out there so you can try it and be sure, because I can't accommodate if you can't take it, if you can't make it work. And I've had students who couldn't make it work, who didn't try it and couldn't make it work on test day. But there's not much I can do about it. We're required to have this. This tells you all about it. Now, if your computer will not handle Proctorio, this spring you can take it live in Oxford at the Jackson Center, or you can make arrangements to take it one of the regional campuses, DeSoto, Grenada, Boonville, or Tupelo. But you have to contact the campus directly in order to do that. And if you need help with doing that, let me know. And there it says, I don't give makeup exams. 4 out of 5, you miss one, you take the final. You're not happy with your grade, take the final. I will post a grade calculator so you can figure out what's going to be the best option for you. Now, this is the schedule for both sections, the Monday, Wednesday, and the Thursday. So tonight, I'm going to talk about chapter 1, which will go pretty fast, to tell you the truth, because it's a pretty fast intro. And come on down one more. And here is the Mindtap assignments. They're in sections. This is graded. This is practice. So you've got a lot of stuff out there that is practice that's available to you if you want to take advantage of it. Cengage has done a really good job of this, particularly with their problem walkthroughs. They have very good material available for you. Okay, any questions about anything in the syllabus? Okay, let me go back over to Blackboard. I don't want to go there. I want to go back there. Are you seeing the main screen with the book? You share?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'm not very good at, like I say, this is my first actual class in Zoom. You've done review sections and stuff, but not a class. Okay. Start here, takes you all through, make sure your browser works, all that kind of stuff. The syllabus and the schedule are posted right there, email discussion. She showed you the lesson units. Let me go to one. Okay. The graded Mindtap for Unit A for chapters 1, 3, 4, and 16 is all right there. If you click on it, there it all is. Okay. If you click on a chapter, and I'm going to take 3 because it's actually got some more stuff. There's the ebook. There's the recorded from the fall. There's the PowerPoint that I'm going to talk about Monday. There's the notes, the PowerPoint with notes, end of chapter problem walkthroughs. These things are really valuable. They walk through the problems in videos, step by step. So they're really good.
Dr. Kugley, can I say something real quick? I thought, can you go back to where you just were?
Maybe.
Right. Well, let's hope so. If not,
Right
not a
there?
big deal. All right. So I think
Right
okay. Yeah, I remember you were saying something about you didn't have the problems worked, but I see right there. I don't know if it says chapter 3 problem or worked problems, but that's not by you. That's someone else. Okay.
That's not by me. That's not by me.
Right.
That's from Dr. Bonnie Van Ness. She's our department chair.
Okay.
There's going to be some of these sprinkled through there because different people work different problems and recorded it and shared it with all of us.
Right. Okay.
So, I mean, you're welcome to use them.
Yes, ma'am.
And they were in there because I copied from fall because I was using the online and they were doing live. I mean, not live, they were doing remote. So that's why they're there. So yeah, those are there. Problem walkthroughs are there. Okay. Here's our Zoom meetings, all of them. Come on, Zoom meetings. They're all pre-scheduled. Isn't that nifty how I can do that? And I will post the recording of the Zoom meeting right there. There's your secure exam proctor. You have to get that started to be able to do the syllabus quiz for one thing, but to be able to do the exams. I think it's over here. Student guide, click there, and there's the exams. And I would say the syllabus quiz is probably, no, it isn't there. Must be under exams. Nope, it's under lesson. I forget where I put them because I put them in different places. You have to take the syllabus quiz. That's just an easy way to prove you attended and that you read the syllabus. So there's our exams, grade book, grade calculator, and other stuff. Questions about anything? We know what we're going to do? Well, this will be short. I am going to bring up PowerPoint. I'm going to do a new share. I want that. There we go. Chapter 1. You'll be happy to know there are 13 slides. It's very short. Come on, do it. There we go. Okay, Chapter 1. What we're going to do here, it's going to introduce basically the area of financial management and where it fits into an organization. And this is a corporate finance class. Finance in general has two major legs, corporate and investments. This is the corporate finance side, or the corp fin side. And as the slide indicates, right here, we're going to look at forms of business organization, value for investors, conflicts, and balancing interests. Now, go down. Within an organization, whoops, I have no idea what that is. Basic org chart. Board of directors, EO, operating side, finance side. We're on this side over here. We're right over here. Can't remember. Nope, didn't flick up. I thought it would pop up. We're over here on this chief financial side. Accounting, treasury, credit, legal, capital budgeting, and investor relations. The treasury function, that's us. Treasury function includes cash and credit management, and we don't really address a lot of that in this course, but that's also where we focus on capital expenditures and financial planning. That's us. The controller function, that's accounting. Capital budgeting, that's the end game in this class. How do you evaluate a long-term investment or a project and decide go or no go? That's basically what we're going to look at. Capital structure is how do we pay for it? We're not going to address that in any depth in this class. We're not going to look at working capital management. Both of those are in more advanced classes. Now, I'm sure in previous classes you've looked at forms of business organization. Proprietorship, partnership, corporation. Since we're focused on corporate finance, no surprise, we're going to focus on the corporation side. Most corporations start as sole proprietorships and they just grow. And sole proprietorships and partnerships are really pretty similar. Because a partnership is really a group of sole proprietors that get together and agree on how to split the profit. Advantages. As a sole proprietor, it's really easy to form a sole proprietorship. You can start selling on eBay tonight and you're a sole proprietor. Very few regulations, no corporate income tax. Any income flows to you as personal income. But if it grows, it's very difficult to raise capital. It's very difficult to raise capital. Unlimited personal liability, limited life. If you set it up yourself and something happens to you, that's it. Now these, it says there on the end, often set up through LLCs and LLPs, limited liability corporations, limited liability partnerships. You see that a lot in law firms and medical practice. What they're saying is they've gotten together and formed this partnership. Think about a medical office. And as a group, they pay for the receptionist and the office and all that kind of stuff. But each doctor carries their own liability insurance. That's what they're talking about. Corporation, advantages, unlimited life. A corporation is an entity of itself. It's a resident of a state. And most of them are, incorporated, where are they? Delaware. Delaware has very attractive laws. So a lot of corporations start out, like FedEx actually started in Little Rock. Obviously, it's here in Memphis. It's incorporated in Delaware. Very easy transfer of ownership. The ownership in a publicly traded corporation is through stock. You want to buy some, you buy it. You want to sell what you own, you sell it. Limited liability. As an owner, a partial owner of the company through stock, you are not liable for what the corporation does. It is very easy for the corporation to raise capital. They can issue more stock. They can borrow money. They can enter into a line of credit. On the downside, double taxation. It doesn't hit you personally, but it happens. The corporation is taxed, and then they pay you dividends out of the after-tax money, and then it's taxed to you. So the money's actually taxed twice. And the cost of setup and report filing. very heavy cost to set up as a publicly traded corporation. SEC requires that you file 10Ks, 10Qs. You must send out a prospectus, must send out an annual report. With Sarbanes-Oxley, there's an awful lot of compliance involved. So there's a lot of cost in being a publicly traded corporation. Okay. Stock prices. In equilibrium, which means equal. The stock price the market price should equal its true value. Now, it's a long run concept. To the extent that our perceptions about that price are wrong, it may deviate short term. But ideally, managers should avoid, you can read it right there, avoid actions that reduce the intrinsic value. Now, look, there we go. Look down this side over here. I never can remember which ones of these have little pop-ups or not. Over here, we're looking at, all of us, we're looking at managerial actions, what they say about the company, what they say they're going to do. If you're an insider, you know the value. You know if what they're saying is true, you know the true value. We're over here on the outside. Outsiders, it's called asymmetric information. They know, we're trying to figure it out. So we're paying attention to what they say, how they act. Are they insider trading? Are they selling stock? Are they buying stock? And we're trying to figure out what we think the value is. That's what affects the market price. If the true value and the market price are the same, the market's in equilibrium. Now, the thing is, our markets are, which we'll get into in some future chapter, extremely efficient. Most of the time, the prices are correct. They may deviate for a little while. And unfortunately, technology has made that worse because information gets out sooner, but rumors and misinformation get out sooner as well. So it can make it a bit more volatile. Okay, let's talk about conflicts. Stockholders and managers. Think about this. As the stockholder of a company, you're an owner. You are an owner of the company. Management should be acting in your best interest, but managers are naturally inclined to act in their own best interest. You think about it. I've worked in corporations. Gee, I'd like a new computer. I'd like to fly first class. I'd like to go to that conference in Aruba. Not necessarily in the stockholder's best interest. So what can we do to align managers with align their actions with what's in best interest of the stockholders? Compensation. A lot of talk about giving higher management options so they can exercise those at the stock price goes up. Shareholders can directly intervene. They can bring things up at the shareholders meeting. There's a threat of firing, threat of takeover. If an outside takeover company wants to take over another company, and they look at it and they say, wow, this thing is being so poorly managed, the people, the managers are just wasting money all over the place. It looks like a good takeover target. We could take it over. We could solve these problems right away, make a lot of money. How about stockholder, debt holder? Again, stockholders, if you bought a share of stock for $20, you can't lose more than $20. You're not liable for anything else. So you hope the company takes on risky projects, because if they turn out to be, Google at $300 or $400 a share, hey, that's great. You can't lose but 20. Your downside is limited. Your upside is unlimited. Bondholders have loaned the company money. They loan the company $1,000 on a bond with the agreement that the company would pay them back interest every 6 months and pay them back the $1,000 at the end. So bondholders don't want the company to take on high risk. They just want to get their money back. Now, stockholders vote at the shareholders meeting, the annual meeting. Bondholders don't have a vote. So for bondholders to protect their interest, they put what are called protective covenants in the bond agreement. It'll say things like the company can't issue additional debt. They can't pay dividends to shareholders until they've done so and so. It may require that their current ratios stay above a certain amount. It may require things like that. Shareholder interest and society interest. This is fundamental, and it's why it's in red. Primary financial goal of management is shareholder wealth maximization. Maximize the stock price. As a shareholder, remember, I'm an owner of the company. I want to see the stock price go up. Period. That's what I want to see happen. Now, we're going to look at valuing an asset as a present value. They change over time. You can read all that. But the problem with socially responsible, it's not inconsistent, but it's got to be balanced. Think about a company being involved in community work. It's good PR, but not to go too far, or else they're spending too much money and it is damaging the shareholder wealth. I told you it was short. That's it. Chapter 1. Stop the share. There we go. Questions about chapter 1? You know, chapter 1 is always just, hello, here we are, whatever. Okay, how many people have we got? Participants. I lost a couple there. Okay, I will post this up tonight. On Monday, we're going to go over chapter 3, which gets us, chapter 3 and 4 are a review of accounting, which you've all had, so that shouldn't be any problem at all. Chapter 16 is probably a new topic, AFN, additional funds needed. And let me give you a hint. If you're using the free access on Mindtap, I kind of think it doesn't let you get to chapter 16. It didn't used to, because I guess they assume you're not going to go, that we're not going to go, that we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They'll let you go up there. So to get 16, you might have to pay for it. Questions about what we're doing? Michael Berry. Let me see who's here. Okay.
Are you taking roll right this second now? I think I was two minutes late, and I was worried that you had already taken roll.
I don't worry about late. And the truth is, let me check and see. Okay, that's Taylor Johnson. Okay. Anyway, Wes Taylor Jones. I got you. The truth is, if they didn't make us take roll, I mean, I have to at the beginning because I have to verify your attendance. That's like I have to. If I don't, they'll send me 85 emails telling me I have to do it. If you feel like you can do okay in the class without coming, have at it. You go for it. But I'm not real sympathetic to showing up right before a test and wanting to review everything. So keep that in mind. I will record all of them. I will post them all out there. I'm perfectly willing to answer questions anytime. I'll answer email anytime. Hey, I'm here. Me and the dogs. What can I say? Questions, comments from anybody? Hey, I see a dog. I saw one run across back there.
Yeah, that's mine. My mom just got home and she let her in.
Yeah. I would have to mute mine all the time. They're very cute. They're very cute.
She don't bark too much.
Let me see if I can. Oh, mine. I mean, bless their little hearts. The room downstairs has got. Here they are. There they are. Can you see them?
No, ma'am.
Okay, let me figure out what I'm doing. Let me go back to Zoom. Zoom meeting. I want to share my screen. There they are. There they are.
Not yet. Oh,
Yeah.
there they are.
Yeah, the little darlings. Riley and Cooper. And see that big window back there? That's out onto the backyard. If they see a squirrel, they will be hurling themselves against that window and barking. So
For mine, it's another dog.
Oh yeah, there's a dog behind us and there's a dog next door, and they run up and down the fence. They've already done their run for today. They zoomed up and down.
So Dr. Cooley, you mentioned that you have Comcast and you do not like it, right?
You know, it's
that the only-
okay.
It's all right.
It's okay. I just got my bill today and about freaked out because it had gone up. And you can't get a live person. I mean,
Oh, No,
forget
of course not. What,
No.
do you not have any other providers in your location?
AT&T, and they're worse.
Oh, really? Dang, never mind.
I was glad they're not too bad for me. That's what I'm on right now.
Where are you?
I'm in Batesville.
Oh, okay. I'm in Germantown. Comcast is okay. In fact, downstairs it's okay. I'm upstairs, and I'm trying to add a Wi-Fi extender to make this a little bit stronger. It seems to be working. Other than that one little unstable, it seemed to be working okay today. So, I don't know, but it is what it is. Yeah, I don't think AT&T Universe works all that well out here.
Probably not. There's some places where I can get to and it just cuts off my connection completely. Like I can just go right down the road. Like when I start driving and I'm listening to music on like Spotify or whatever, and it'll just cut off for a good couple of miles until I actually get into Batesville because I'm like right outside on Cortland.
Oh Lord. Out here, you AT&T cell phone service, you have to go outside. I mean, that's it. Verizon, I can get a couple of bars here in the house, but Verizon is better here. And they're having a big fight about putting a cell tower next to the school. I'm not near the school, so I don't know. Anyway, okay, everybody good to go? Go look at chapter 1. On Monday, we will go over chapter 3, and we will go over some of the end of chapter problems. We will look at those, and I will post this recording. Y'all have a good first week of school.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Have a good one.
Thank you.
I know, it's strange.
All right, doctor.
Everyone's
Dr.
getting used to
Cooley,
it.
Take care.
See you Monday.